Alright, welcome back to another AoE Theater episode. Okay. Tried to get back to 0 seconds, but I guess it'll only go back to 2. So, I think anybody watched the last episode, which is probably going to be very few because it's a very long one, and you have a bit of lag here. It was a very long one, and I was not entirely there. I was very tired. I was a bit delirious through the whole thing, really. I never had a train of thought. So, not a lot of people are probably going to watch it, I think. But this game is going to be far better because we've got another game from my friend here, and as you can see, this is 650 elo now, which is far better than before. It's like I'm pretty sure it was low 500s when I last casted him, so that's a more than 100 elo jump. And this was all like today. Basically, him and I were just in a Discord call for most of the day, seeing how many 1v1s we could play and how much elo we could gain. He shot up nearly to a new elo high. This was actually quite a few hours ago. His most recent game got him above 700, nearly to 750. So, I mean, he's done even better, but I asked for the game he thought was the best out of today, and he said this one was it, I guess. So I actually saw little bits and pieces of this game. I do know who wins. It's him, of course. I've probably already spoiled that with how I'm saying how well he did, but yeah. It's a very close game though. There's probably some good moments in here, and I want to see what I can possibly critique to, you know, propel him onto like 800, 900 elo, you know. It's mostly because of the Incas here. He's kind of figured out that opponents at his elo don't really know how to counter Incas. He did find some people who countered it pretty well above 700, which is where he started losing games, but that's like a 200 elo jump from where he was playing just last week, really. So I'm pretty proud because, you know, I've basically been the person teaching him all this. So I'm the best coach out there. Pay me money, please. Not the best caster out there ever, though, because we're 5 minutes in and I haven't introduced the players. So we have I Will Seal Your Fate in the yellow, again, playing as the Incas. And then we have Obla Parengo playing as the Goths in the blue. Now, blue's actually slightly higher elo here, but as we'll see, I don't think that proves much of a challenge for yellow here. Neither players have docked yet, so that's typical 600 elo stuff. Blue's getting the Borin pretty good for 600. That is probably, I mean, not entirely, but a little helped by the Goths hunt bonus. And then there is a little bit of oh, you know what? Actually, I've seen him before just kind of let the villagers stay there idle. I didn't know he actually sent them to that straggler tree real quick there. That's pretty good. Like, you know, cuz you wouldn't think it's what you want to do, but you still get some resources while the boar is coming in. So it's a good thing to do. And now blue's bringing in the second one, so yellow brought in the boars quicker, and is probably going to be up quicker, by the looks of it. I think blue got housed for just a second there. I saw the flash. That's interesting, blue. Okay. I'm actually... Sorry for the zoom out there. I'm actually surprised by how well blue also did there. From what I've seen of his games, it's been pretty one-sided, but honestly, this is a relatively smooth Dark Age from blue here. Even with the garrison, back when I was the Zelo, that would be a lost villager, easily. There's been some improvement just across the board for all Elos. It just happens, I think, over time. Like, I think if you went back to 2019 when Definitive Edition first released, and you were at 600, that would be like the skill level of, I don't know, maybe 200 Elo now. I'm not sure how much it's changed, but being 1200 Elo now would kind of be like being solidly like 1400 Elo back in 2019. If only I played in 2019, right? And then I'd just gradually become worse, so I think maybe it's better.
Yeah.
So it's not looking like either player's gonna dock. Yellow is up quicker, like I said. No, military value. I've actually probably I've probably gone all AoE Theater episodes until this one without knowing that is what that icon means. I'm pretty good at casting, guys. Oh, it looks like blue's gonna take the deer here. So this is a bit of a mistake. I feel like if you want to take these deer, you should push them, even if it's just to the mill, because now you have to go around the berries and the villagers just to drop off the little bit of food that you're gonna get. What? Oh, and blue's getting wheelbarrow really early. I'm not too sure about that one, because yellow's gonna get a huge villager lead here, actually. Because wheelbarrow takes like a full minute to get. Oh, but okay, then yellow gets wheelbarrow too, so I guess. I think this, I'm pretty sure I got this from Hera. One of the top players, but they said that it's good to get wheelbarrow around 16 on farms, and very, very clearly, neither player is 16 on farms. I usually get it very early Castle Age, which might be too late, but I mean, I win games, so I don't know. But I don't think you want to get it that early, because you can end up allowing your opponent to get a villager lead way early on, and that's just not something you can really afford in early feudal age. But we have the Eagle Scouts here, so as I was saying, what yellow has been doing for the past 2 days now is just an Eagle Rush to kind of lure them into making infantry, and then he switches into either Kamiyuks or Slingers. Both are unique to the Incas, and both counter most infantry pretty well. Okay, well, does attack the houses there, so it's... oh wow, that actually did get a hit. I'm surprised. Sometimes, it's felt like my TCs have ballistics in Feudal Age, and I know I think, improved, like, the accuracy of TCs recently. But, like, sometimes it'll just be full-on accuracy. Like, it'll just follow the unit when it's, like, really close to the TC. When it's further out along, the very edge of the range, then it doesn't really follow them as well. So, yeah, this is pretty bad from blue. That's a lot of idle time. That puts blue behind a lot. Let's see here. Worker efficiency, last minute. 80 for yellow and 18 for blue here. And dropping. 14, 14.5. And I think it's going to stay there because these guys are actually still working. This is bad. This is pretty bad. It's going to start going up though. But like, now all of these guys, oh god. Oh, actually no, most of their life has been on wood. But look at all that last minute. Yeah, okay. Not that bad. Honestly, guys, just leave your villagers idle all the time. Nothing bad will happen. Oh wow, it even stays in this menu. Capture Age Pro is something else, man. Oh, so it happens, like, I think it does an average between all the villagers. Yeah, okay. That's cool, I like that. Okay, so this group of scouts has 4 kills. The Eagle Rush didn't work too well this game. So that's probably why it ended up being so close later on. Yellow didn't do enough damage early. But blue isn't really doing damage either, so... I don't know. Yellow is completely open, though. There's... none of this is walled. So blue could still scout rush very much if they wanted. And it looks like they're going to. They are later up to Castle Age, though. Ooh. The zoom sensitivity is really high. Oh. Barely alive there. Let's see. 2 health. Okay. Oh, whoa. It even shows... Really? That's really good. This is my favorite thing ever. I love these pie charts. So, okay, they've mostly been on wood. Let's see. Oh, manages to save the scout there. So, that might actually get a few villagers. No. It won't. And they're all gonna die. Okay. Yep. So, neither player really got damage on each other, which is, gonna make Castle Age all the more important. Because they really... one of them needs to get more damage on the other before Imp. Otherwise, it's gonna be, a very boomy game. And I think we know what happened last time there was an hour-long game. So I don't exactly want that to be happening again. Now, I've seen other casters just follow units across the map. I'm not sure if that's Capture Age Pro exclusive, but I've always wanted to do that. So can... like, what if this guy starts moving? Can I get my screen to follow him? Perhaps? I could probably just find it in settings, honestly. Like... that's not what I meant to do. Alright, whatever. This is taking too much time. But yeah. I've always wanted to do that, so maybe... no. That doesn't follow them. I'm confused. And honestly insulted. It's probably really simple. It's like a button press when you have a unit selected. That just, like, follows them. So, Blue's set his gather point back here. I'm guessing he's gonna make a TC back here. Since there is wood and gold. Or stone and gold, I mean.
Ja,
But they're kind of they're just sitting idle here.
bereid. Hey, ja.
They're all idle. Alright. And from yellow, there's not much either. One barracks, so not much production. A few pikemen. And then 2 eagles. Yellow does have blacksmith upgrades coming in, though. I did actually get the Castle Age armor, and I missed that. Yeah, I mean, that could be slightly more efficient. I would have a second lumber camp on that same side where they're all bunching up. But I think it'll be partially fixed. Sorry, I yawned. When that tile is depleted, right there. Okay, so yellow's slowly building back up the Eagle Scouts, which are now Eagle Warriors, actually. Oh. Okay. It's really cool, that it just shows pie charts for everything. So, blue's got very ambitious walls here. I mean, they are gonna get them up, but they're very far away from, like, any of blue's workers. So, imagine yellow comes along. Blue sent all of his builders back to whatever they were doing before, and then yellow just breaks through the wall because they have to walk from right here all the way over to here just to repair, or not repair, like put up a house behind where they're breaking in. Now I'm not sure why he forgot those 3. Yellow has a significant villager lead here. They both have 2 TCs. Oh, but Blue's making a castle. Oh no. A very safe castle. There's, you know, Blue's playing it safe. Blue's got it completely in the walls. I'm thinking, I'm doing well. I'm protecting my base. Yellow can't get in. I really dislike birds. You know, all of the things a normal person would be thinking. And they're making knights as the Goths. Alright. That's interesting. Yeah. It's certainly unique. Goths, while I mean, they probably get the same knights every other generic Civ gets, but I don't think they do very well in Imp. In fact, I know they don't do very well in Imp because you never see a Goths player going for cavalry in any age. I'm not sure what the siege workshops are for. Blue hasn't exactly seen much that would warrant a siege workshop. And then an extra barracks. Because this one wasn't enough. I mean, it really wasn't. But Blue's gonna need a lot more barracks. Okay. Scorpions, which do counter infantry if you have a lot of them, and you keep them protected, and you're not up against infantry with high pierce armor, like eagles, which is the exact unit Yellow has made
Yum.
6 of.
Good.
But there will be more. Just you wait. I think there will be more.
Good.
I certainly hope. So that guy's gonna get chased down by that knight. Yep. That guy will die just to pass along information to the rest of the village. Oh, actually survived one more hit than I thought. He died a coward, constantly running from his attacker. Bit of a messy lumber camp. That could be re-lumber camped. And once again, I mean, just more consistent production. Okay, well, there go the barracks. But the question is, will he produce out of them, you know, thoroughly enough? That's anarchy. Sorry, yawned again. Anarchy allows you to make, what is the name? I've actually forgotten the name of the unique unit. Tarkins. It allows you to make Tarkins out of stables instead of only the castle. Now, when I was looking over, and I was looking over like very few times in between intense moments of my games, when I looked over, I never saw Tarkins. So I'm not sure why Blue researched that if they're not going to make Tarkins, because there's still no Tarkins from them. Oh, it's a bit of an enigma. What's your word of the day? Blue gets Blast Furnace. I'm very wrong. Blue gets Iron Casting. This is why I don't try and act like I've memorized the tech names. And then Blue gets the horsey armor. Yay. And clicks up to Imp right as Yellow gets there. And Yellow instantly makes a bunch of pikemen. Okay. Now the good thing to do... Oh! Blue's moving out. Blue's worked up the courage. So the good thing to do would also be to add these into your army, because they're... I mean, they've been doing nothing. So hopefully these guys actually get to see some action. And he... Oh, he gets 2... 3... 3... 3 villagers is pretty good, honestly, for just running in. That's why you always want to raid if you can. And this once again is just because Yellow plays so open. Yellow is very bad at making walls, and when they do, it's always too late. Yellow probably would have lost no villagers if that was walled up, or at least, like, 1, if they had managed to break through. And that's, another villager lost. Another. Eco KD is now 5-0. So that's pretty good from Blue. But Blue does have way more idle TC time, and still has nearly 30 less villagers than Yellow does, so that raid only helps a fractional amount.
Yeah.
Blue's running low on resources back at his base. Now I didn't notice this earlier, but it looks like this was the fabled low elo mining camp, where it gets placed evenly between 2 resources, no matter how inefficient it is for said resources, because obviously, since it's on both, it has to be efficient. No matter how far away it is from, you know, either resource. Because it just makes sense. All you have to do is use 100 wood for 2 different veins. Who cares how far away they are? Oh wow, I didn't actually see that blue got up, and blue managed to research conscription just before the castle went down. And that's probably for the Huskarls. Yep. So I think we're gonna start seeing the goth spam from blue. I don't know if blue actually got perfusion before that castle went down. I don't think he would have enough time. So I think yellow's safe for now, but oh wait. Why did I think blue was the Huns when I was talking about the tech blue researched? There is a tech for the Huns that allows you to research, that allows you to create Tarkans at stables. That isn't just something I made up, but this is Goths, so Anarchy allows you to make Huskarls at the barracks. Basically the same thing, but different unit, different class of unit. Now, will blue spot that? Yes. The answer is yes. And a lot of villagers are gonna die. I don't know what these guys were doing out here. But most of them are gonna die. I think they're running to the Halbs now. That's a lot. Eco KD is 11-0. Ugh. And even regular KD is bad for yellow. Yellow's... Wow. I really thought he was doing better, but I guess this is what he meant by close game. He nearly... I mean, not nearly lost, but he was not doing well for quite a bit here. And those are probably gonna kill like 5 different villagers. And I know one thing's for certain is that no matter how many villagers they kill, they're gonna get more value than they should have. Unless those halbs actually manage to kill them. And yellow's just got a bunch of idle villagers here. Just kinda chilling. Our worker efficiency last minute is horrid for yellow. Just because half of his eco is right here. Yeah, that's over half of his eco. What are these guys doing out here? And yep, that's getting way more value than it should. Eco KD's 20-0, 21-0. Oh god, and it just keeps going up. Yellow finally notices it, and that's still gonna die. Alright, so that'll die probably, yep. Oh, but 23-0 for the Eco KD. Alright, so yellow does have a slight position to move, but doesn't have enough trebs to push, really. Oh yeah, I forget about the range. Doesn't really have enough trebs to push, and those will just clear up the halbs. Huskarls, as bad as they are against most forms of decent infantry, since they're mostly just anti-archer, they still annihilate halberdier, because halberdier are also just an counter unit rather than what am I thinking? Like a damage kind of focused unit, you know, like a primary unit. So yellow's gonna make a base over here. Which could be good, because blue might be completely tunnel visioned on the front. And then yellow could break through on the side and kill all blue's eco. Now, as I said, that was just sad to watch. I think he almost resigned here, and I probably would resign there too. Doesn't actually seem like there's much hope here, as you have a bunch of Cavalier just continuing towards your base. Not to mention the Huskarls as well. You just got everything going towards your base. And yellow keeps making helps, like nothing happened. Alright, I wonder what yellow's gonna do with this over here. To place a castle, okay. All my questions get answered as soon as I ask them. Yep, that's another bad fight. It's really not looking good for red here. Continues to make help, even though Kamiyuk would probably be decent. I think Kamiyuk would counter both units here, I think. Oh, and that's the Elite Kamiyuk upgrade. Yep. Okay. I think, you know, if I just end up saying something, it'll just manifest itself into this game.
Good.
That might clear up the Cavalier, actually. Just barely doesn't. Pretty good fight. I'd say it's worth it, because, I mean, all you lost was a bunch of halves, which is wooden food, and they lost a bunch of gold there. And they're about to lose more, actually. A lot more. That's a lot of weak Huskarls. And the hounds are actually doing a lot of damage. Whoa! Do they not have armor? Come on, the Huskarls must not have that much armor. Because I don't think they should have gone down that quick. Especially not to halves. And then now yellow's got a bunch of Kamiyuk over here. Could break through this wall pretty easily, but instead goes for the walls behind the houses. Oh, I mean, yellow's just attacking both the houses now. I think that's just automatic, actually. I think yellow's focusing back here, maybe. Which, you know, there's kind of a necessity to focus back here. This is bad. Oh, okay. At least it's not a bunch of villagers. I thought it was just a bunch of villagers who were staying idle in there. I'll take one halb over a bunch of villagers. And yeah, yellow will probably lose that fight, so he backs up. I guess waiting for more Kamiyuk. And now yellow gets to destroy the wall. Pretty exciting. Now is that... I think I just saw a trip from blue. Maybe not. Or it's hiding behind the castle perfectly. Okay. Nasty, disgusting, ew woodbine in the back here. Far too many villagers on it for it to be too efficient. Jeez, my double clicking isn't working. So not much is actually happening. For how many units are on the map, there's really not much going on. They're kind of at a standstill here. I'm sure blue recognizes, well, actually, I was gonna say blue recognizes that Kamiyuk are pretty good against the infantry units he's making, and then he decided to make more pikemen. So I think I'm wrong there. That killed a unit instead of hitting the castle. Nice. Just negates the shot for free, basically. Alright. I'm gonna leave it on here while I take a sip of water. Alright. I've gained a second wind. I was starting to get tired again. Oh, wow. That was a really impressive snipe from that treb. Oh. Oh, I mean, look at that. Cameos just do so well. That looked like a losing fight. But look at how many blue corpses are there compared to yellow. And yellow's actually bringing the KD right back around to his favor. I mean, blue wins that just because of how many numbers were there, but... Whoo-wee. Kamiok are really good in these situations. And they've even got their own little range box, which makes them even more special. And blue's also making a bunch of pikemen, so they're going to do even better in this next fight. There's just this treb's been sitting back here for ages now. Yeah, there's no way the castle goes down. The hill, honestly, is so badly placed for blue here. I mean, it's a pretty good hill. It's not too close to your town center, and if you yourself gained advantage of it, if you were blue, it would be great, but yellow's managed to take control of it, and it's just way too good of a vantage point. Now, I don't like this here. Yellow does manage, I mean, blue does manage to get at least one of the trebs. Might not get the second, because they're kind of just throwing units. Okay, no, they do get it. So yeah, probably should have guarded it better. Maybe waited, kind of moved them back behind the castle again until he had more Kamiok's. And there's also a lot back here. He just needs to bring all this forward. That's why, like I said last game, you really need to set your gather points to where you're fighting. Not like directly in the center. Like while this was happening, you wouldn't want to set your castle gather point from here just into the middle of it, because then they'd probably just die while walking over. But, you know, say you just set it... I can't keep clicking because of the range. Say you just set it right here where the box is. Then it would just go there after trained instead of like staying right here. And then start fighting. And with these guys, being so far over doesn't really matter because they'll just be automatically going over here. Now, he, you know, is actually attacking from both sides now, so I guess this might have been the plan all along, actually. This could end the game. I'm pretty sure yellow wins relatively soon, but I don't know. With that many halbs there, like, that looks like a losing fight. Well, I mean, the Kamiok are pulling their own, actually. Jeez. I'm always surprised by how well they do. That is a win. And... oh, but blue's got another wave. This is just like a horde game. Just like one of those games where you just beat wave after wave. That's how all late game goth games go. You just have to survive wave after wave of the goth spam. And if you do it long enough, you win. You just have to reach around like 50. And then they finally resign. Now that is a loss there. So it looks like I mean, quite a small amount of Kamioks can take on like pretty large numbers of Huskarl, but it does look like only a like really tiny handful, like 5 and under of cameo, because it doesn't work very well. So yeah, yellow definitely needs to mass these up, which he's doing on both sides. Very good. Now he's researched all the way to Elite Eagle, but he's only got 1, and I think this might be his starting scout. I'm not too sure. Oh wow, this group alone has gotten 19 kills. This group has 13. Wow, so we've got some army veterans in this group of cameos here. They've seen it all. Alright, Blue's moving forward now. Moves back the Trebs and guards them. Hopefully. Oh god. Please, yellow. Please don't lose these. Okay. You gotta keep both, please. Yeah, no. Blue's not gonna get those, luckily. But it was a little too close, though. Alright, so Blue's kinda... Blue has no gold. I just realized. Does Blue not see this? Hold on. Blue doesn't know that gold is there. Blue sees nothing. This is where it's really easy to get tunnel vision. You see absolutely nothing. Except for a horde of cameos killing your last few gold units that you can't remake. And then, just as you're having to deal with this over here, you see another horde coming in. What did you do as Blue? No gold. You're getting attacked on both sides. You make light cav, apparently. You make scout cavalry. Okay then. That's what you do in your next game, guys. Oh, it's just... It's so good. Cameo just works so well. You're just watching on through, and there's the GG. Yep. It was bound to come sometime. All right. I mean, that was pretty good. That was a good comeback, because it definitely started out in Blue's favor with I think the Knights really did it for Blue. Yeah, the raids here. I'm not sure actually how this got so damaged. Did Blue just stand here with Knights? I must not have been paying attention then. And nearly double the villager count. Yep. No more military units by the end for Blue, I don't think. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at all those techs. Percentage of current, like this. Oh, so this is like... Oh, this is really interesting. I don't think the text would actually pop up like this without the pro version. But, so this is just the timeline of the game, and then it adds in all the text they researched. So, Blue got Loom before. You can see Yellow got Horse Collar before Blue did. And Double Bit Axe... Oh boy! Double Bit Axe was picked up in the middle of Castle Age by Yellow. Let's see, we've got Eagle Warrior, early Castle Age, Iron Casting... Fletching? Why? That's a bit of a random one. Oh, and I actually like... I just noticed this now, I'm sure... the viewers noticed this before, but the eco upgrades are in the top where it symbolizes the villagers, and then all the blacksmith upgrades and military stuff is down where the military is. And I didn't actually know Loom counted as a military upgrade, but I guess it makes sense. Well, that's actually... I like the text being added in. I think the text used to, like, already showed up here. Perfusion. So, Blue actually did get perfusion. Did not seem like it. They didn't... Those Huskarls didn't seem to be training as fast as they usually do with perfusion. Let's see, this is populate. Oh no, it's technology. Okay. Now... Yeah... Lame. APM. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Crazy spike from yellow. And blue, honestly. Weird spikes. Oh, and then they were, like, nearly perfectly in unison around here. And they... Oh, yellow just starts becoming quicker. Well... Not, What? What am I trying to say here, you know? I was gonna say not the most fun game, but I enjoyed it. It was a close one. I always like close ones because there's always a comeback from one of the players, and sometimes there's even multiple comebacks if it lasts long enough. So yeah, that was a fun one. I'm honestly excited. You know, maybe in the next few AoE theater episodes I'll be casting. You know, the game where he gets up to 850. Who knows? It's a crazy amount to improve like 200 elo in the span of like a week and a half. That's how long ago he was like low 500s, even just high 400s, and now he's up in the 700s, still winning games pretty easily. When he doesn't get rushed. I think his biggest problem, which we've talked about actually already today, is he needs walls. Because the only games I've seen him lose, he's gotten hit really hard by some sort of rush in Feudal Age. I don't know if that's not how... Well, I don't know if that's not how he lost all of his games, but the ones I've seen him lose... or was like paying attention to when he lost, he got rushed, hit pretty hard, and then couldn't really come back. And I mean, that goes for everyone. You can't really do much when you're hit extremely hard by your opponent. I speak from experience. Most games where I get rushed pretty well by my opponent, I also lose. So honestly, if he can just figure out the perfect time to wall up, I think he could go up even more elo than he's already at. Because if he walls up early feudal and keeps those walls up, the knights don't even get any damage here when they start running through in Castle Age. And then he's in an even stronger position against blue. But yeah, that's honestly about all I have to critique for this. I mean, this is horrible. I'm not gonna put it lightly. That's bad. That's nearly 50 villagers on a tiny wood line. But that's never happened in any other game, so it's not really a problem I think needs to be worked out. Now, I'm not sure what Blue was thinking he was gonna do here. Just a little sneaky side base, but Yellow would have probably found that. So, that's about it. So, thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Make fish on 4 legs, guys. Don't do what these guys did.